how am I using AI as a divorce attorney? What type of programs, what questions do I ask? Do I rely on the AI? This is what this video is about. First of all, AI, when I say AI, I'm talking about ChatGPT, I'm talking about Grok, and CoCounsel. And all three programs or softwares are very different. So CoCounsel is a software that I use where I drop a bunch of things. For example, ChatGPT allows me to only drop 10 files. CoCounsel allows me to drop as many files as I want, 50, 60, 100, whatever. So the way I use CoCounsel is saving hours of work that client doesn't have to pay me for. They only pay me for the time I work when I work on this AI CoCounsel software. So for example, if I drop 100 bank statements and I say, please show me how many deposits from all bank statements, from all banks, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all banks, let's say 5 banks, from September 1st, 2024 to now, February 4th, 2025. How many deposits was done in all bank accounts and how many withdrawals? So in a way, I can see if it's another side, if they claim they don't have a business or the business doesn't generate income, then I can see, well, if they deposited 100,000 worth of money, but they withdrew the money to something else. For example, I say to AI in CoCounsel, please provide me detailed description of any withdrawals beyond $500, and then I can see highlighted where the money is going, if it's to a girlfriend, if it's legitimate business expense. So that way I don't have to look at every single bank statement, and it's so tedious. And I know accountants do that for the purposes of me just having a case overview. That's how I do it. Or I have a picture of a document that is barely readable. CoCounsel does read it, ChatGPT doesn't, where I drop it and I say, find me a provision. For example, it's a prenuptial agreement. Find me a provision about spousal support. And instead of reading 50 pages and trying to find, it finds me all the spaces it talks about spousal support. This saved hours of tedious, unnecessary work. If you're going through divorce and you would like to have everything in one place in an engaging way, this is your book. I created this book to help you understand the divorce process without getting lost or without getting a heart attack. You can buy it on Amazon in all formats, including audio format. Or I have an email that I need to draft to opposing counsel and my head is all over the place. I want to hit all the points and I just draft an email and I tell not CoCounsel, because it doesn't do a good job on drafting things. It only does a good job on gathering facts. Then I go to ChatGPT and say, hey, draft this email. And it actually organizes my thoughts into different topics. And then I have to edit it many, many times. So ChatGPT is not perfect, by far, not yet. Then I edit it. And of course, it happens in seconds. So if I have another attorney edit it, it might take longer. But if I edit it on ChatGPT, it's much faster. So that's ChatGPT CoCounsel, Grok. Grok I use for improvement because I feel ChatGPT is great, but it hallucinates cases. I could ask Grok, please confirm that all these cases are talking about what I'm thinking they're talking about, and it gives me the correct citations. ChatGPT does not. For whatever reason, ChatGPT hallucinates. Grok might hallucinate too, but I haven't noticed it yet because when I double check all the case law, for example, I say, for child support purposes, cite all California cases of appeal that imputed child support based on imputed income to another parent based on stock options, or rent paid by a parent's parent. Things like that, and it just gives me, okay, Alter's case, talk about the imputation. If someone gives a gift every month, then it's basically it describes in very short terms. And of course, never ever I submit the case law to the judge unless I go and confirm every citation, read the case, make sure nobody hallucinated, but it saves me time and money because, I do have softwares like Briefcase where it has case law. It's specific to family law, but sometimes it doesn't have all the cases, or it's not that easy to find and not as quick when I type in. I do have another software, so Briefcase, ChatGPT, Grok, CoCounsel. And I have, of course, the Thomson Reuters Family Practice Guide. So it's big folders and it's all in one. It's also not so easy to find. So first I go to AI, then I go to my micro family law softwares to look for the cases and read them, summarize them. And then actually the ChatGPT and Grok can help to draft declaration. For example, if I have exhibits all over the place and I wrote down all these exhibits need to be in the exhibit list, please summarize it. Make sure that it's numbered exhibit A, B, C, D, not 1, 2, 3, and then create an exhibit list. It does it in seconds, except I need to tell what to do. So it's basically having a paralegal who does fast work that I need to not just triple check, but tenfold check. So yeah, but it's fast. So it's a trade-off. Anyway, I hope AI and ChatGPT and Grok and CoCounsel will improve and not hallucinate cases and actually do a better turnaround of drafting things in a way that is instructed, because sometimes it just drafts different thing, unrelated. So you have to be careful what instructions you give, and it has to be very, very managed, micromanaged, which is fine, but it's really helpful. So I think in the last year, it significantly minimized my billable time and increased productivity. So that's all I can say. Thanks for watching. See you soon in my next consultation. Bye.